Are you with me, Doug?
Yeah.
Excellent. By the way, that was delicious pork pie.
Yes.
What's the name of the company again?
Well, I've forgotten again now.
Oh.
Langtry's.
Langtry's up in Yorkshire way. Yeah.
York way.
Quite delicious.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was only thinking the other day. Can you think of a couple of tales? Because you told me some about when you had like a friend of yours going, sorry, your ex-girlfriend playing keyboards. A couple of tales when you were down at Dave Gilmour.
Bay?
No, Dave Gilmour's boat.
Oh right, yeah.
You know, you've got the pickup story. You've got when you went down the recording, and I think the keyboard player was letting your girlfriend at the time play his keyboards on the boat, and then you got the was it quad bike things going on? People driving around.
All the lads, you know, the like the roadie kind of lads.
Roadies or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, they were out on. It was a lovely day one day, and so they were getting these quad bikes out.
So can you think of any little tales about when you were down there? You know, down hanging around with Dave Gilmour.
No, it was just lovely. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. The funny thing is, it always seemed to be nice weather when I went down there. It really was. I don't know why. And it was a lovely drive in the 80s down there. He lived in Henley and Arden.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
You know Henley on Thames.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
You know where the regatta is.
Yeah.
And it's just up inland a bit.
Yeah, oh, very nice. Yeah.
Well, it's only the Thames.
Not millions of cars on the motorway, stopping and starting.
No, I didn't go down the motorway. I went down the M6 down just before Coventry and turned off.
Okay.
And went downward towards Oxford.
Yeah.
There wasn't the M40, wasn't there then.
It would be the A40.
Yeah, but it's just a road, and it used to go through Banbury.
Yeah.
I always used to stop in Banbury and have a coffee at a cafe there.
Yeah.
I love that place. It was lovely. And
so you get to Gilmour's houseboat then, or his house?
no, his house at the time.
His house, yeah. Oh, he's there, was it?
That was that actually place was previously owned by Charlie Claw.
Was he a big circus guy?
No.
No, Charlie Claw.
Charlie Claw. He was a supermarket magnate of the turn of the century.
Yeah.
And he, so he made quite a lot doing that business.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a nice time.
Okay, so you must have had a couple of experiences when you went down there. Things you talked about.
I'm not very good at all this bollocks. I can't remember it.
I think you told me once that you went down and they were recording something, and Rick, the keyboard player, let May.
No, that was on the boat. That was when he'd sold Hook End. And he'd shown me when he was in Hook End. One day he showed me the boat that he got a estate agent's catalogue thing with the picture of this boat.
Yeah.
And he said, "What do you think of that?" And I looked at it, and it had been owned by Fred Carno.
Circus guy, yeah.
Circus man. He was much like Barnum and Bailey of America.
Yeah.
He was in Britain. And he had this boat built for him so he could go up and down the Thames with all his mates and show off, basically.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely a beautiful boat. And it was shown on 3 Men. It had been refurbished. Dave was telling me that it had been taken out of the water, rehauled, and just completely refurbed.
Yeah.
And he bought it, and I can remember it was about 160,000 with an acre of lawn.
Yeah.
In Richmond, Garrick Lawns.
Oh yeah.
David Garrick, the actors.
Like the mooring.
So you'd got this lawns. You'd got a boathouse on it.
Yeah. With
electricity, and he'd got the boat.
Yeah.
160 grand. It was just a steal. All the fittings in the bathrooms were all gold fittings and everything.
Yeah, 'cause I think
very ostentatious and over the top. Really.
Yeah, it's a bit.
But lovely.
Yeah.
Nice for a circus man.
So he was selling that Hook End house, was he?
He sold that, yeah.
And then
that's where they recorded Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, and then he bought the houseboat.
Yeah.
To actually have as a studio.
Yeah.
And then he obviously lived somewhere else to drive to the house.
Oh yeah, he's got a house somewhere else.
So you've got you go there one day, you're on there, they're recording. You got May playing keyboards. Yeah.
On the boat.
On the boat.
We went down there to set up the guitars.
Yeah.
Because he was using them for Moments Relapse of Reason album.
So you went down there. He said, "Can you come down and set the guitars up?" Yeah.
So I went down there, took May.
Yeah.
And they were on the boat. There was a big what do they call it? Anyway, a big cable coming out the boathouse onto the boat.
Yeah, like a
with
snake.
All the supplies, plus all the recording was going back down onto the, I think the studio or something. Oh no, it was I think the Hammond organ and everything was in the boathouse, and it was connected up.
I was going to say, yeah,
wiring.
Because he's got all the recording desk and I think it's a self-contained unit, isn't it? The boat. So, okay, so she was playing around on the keyboards.
She was doing like the front of the boat with Rick.
Yeah.
Is it Rick?
Yeah, Rick Wright.
Rick Wright. And I was at the back of the boat with everybody. There was a few lads there and Dave Gilmour. And then I set up the guitars across in the boathouse because you got a couple of them bell tuners in the old days.
Okay.
Remember them?
I mean, big massive
big oscillators.
Yeah. So
you have it
they're
spinning.
about a foot high, aren't they?
Yeah, they're a great big thing.
You just think, well, I thought it was more than that.
Yeah.
So, did he have his? Did you see him recording any guitar on the boat?
No, I didn't see him recording any.
Did you see his setup on the boat, recording guitar-wise?
No.
Okay, yeah.
If I did, I can't remember taking any notes of it. I've seen it all before in the Hook End.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
So is anybody else there?
Yeah, in fact, one day I was there. He showed me all his pedals and what they all did and what he used, each system.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, he must have been on the boat then. Was he playing the guitars?
No, that was Hook End.
Okay, yeah.
That was in Henley.
So he would have had some Butler tube drivers, Chandler tube drivers.
I don't know, a lot of Boss stuff.
Oh yeah. These Boss the C.
Little pedals, little single pedals.
Yeah, the blue compressor.
All that, I suppose.
But
I didn't take that much notice.
This was the 80s, wasn't it? So still
80s, yeah.
Not that long ago, really.
No. It is for somebody who's born in the noughties.
Yeah, I suppose so. But,
it's ancient history, isn't it?
Yeah. Then you've got the
olden days.
You've got the stereo pickup job.
Oh yeah, he had a stereo pickup.
Yeah.
They said they'd been developing it for months with a chap.
With a mate of his, yeah.
Yeah. And they'd put separate coils for each string. Right.
Didn't they have volume pots for each?
Yes, filling with each volume for a separate volume so they could sing the signal across.
Yeah.
And I thought about it when I got back and I made him a pickup. A simple humbucker.
Yeah.
That did exactly the same job and you can make them instantly.
Yeah.
Because I used to make pickups all the while.
Yeah.
And it was simple.
Yeah, can you tell me you went down...
Just changed the magnetite so that they cross like that.
Yeah.
And that was as simple as that. So in the middle, they're both picking out the same volume.
Yeah.
And at each end, they'd pick up different, so it'd go sweep from one end to the other.
Thus making a stereo pickup.
Stereo pickup, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was simple, and I showed it to him the next time I went down. And I think he's probably a bit disgusted with me doing it, because I just,
So you said, oh, by the way, I've whipped your pickup here. And then I think you told me, he said, well, I only saw you last week.
Yeah, that's right, it took me a week. I was back within a week.
Because he said he'd been working on his version for 6 months, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he say something like costing about £40,000?
Probably.
So far to develop it, and you turned up and I think you said he kind of got a bit pissed off because he thought...
he did, yeah.
a bit like he stole his thunder a little bit.
Yeah.
So when was the last time you actually saw him?
It was about 88, 89.
How long ago? So what did you done between the? Obviously you did this quick stereo pickup, which
stereo pickup, answer guitar. Then I made him a bass.
No, okay. So did you make a guitar after the pickup?
No, the guitar was first.
Okay, so
he ordered a guitar.
I'm just trying to figure out if the last time you saw him was when you walked out the door after giving him that stereo pickup that you knocked up in a week.
No, I went back after that.
So what kind of things did you do when you went back? Just setting up?
Just set up. I think I went back. The last time I went back was with May, and we went on the boat doing and just enjoying the day and stuff, and chatting and just chewing the fat and stuff, and that was the last time because I got serious with the factory, and I got seriously fed up with it all. Totally pissed off, and I hated it.
So what year was that?
89. I was getting so fed up.
Shame you didn't do that.
88, fed up.
I still think you should have done that tour. You should have shut the factory straight away, and gone off and done that Big Floyd World
Well,
Tour.
you'd think, well, I'm so glad I didn't.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you got more tales about Gilmour.
I probably have, but I've forgotten them all now.
Oh, for God's sake.
They'll just come to me, probably.
I tell you what we could do, and we did this years ago. You could always put your thumb over, but I said to you once, we should give him a bell, and you said, I've got his number. Let's go to your book. You've got a book in there.
Yes, I know. I'm not going to put it on here.
But I was going to put your thumb.
In case everybody can see the number and ring them up.
But you could put your thumb over it. A, it won't work, and B...
probably won't work now anyway. It's 80s.
Yeah.
Look at this. Caught that on that handle.
So what we could say is, Dave Gilmour, if you're watching, Doug says give him a call.
No, I didn't.
Well, I bet you enjoyed it if you did.
Yeah, it'd be nice, but catch up. But he's sold the answer now.
Yes, right. Well, yeah. He's probably. I bet he hasn't played that much guitar. Really, he's probably just twiddling about in the house a little bit.
Yeah, he's got a nice new woman, hasn't he?
He's had it for years.
Yeah, it was still new for me.
She's wrote literally half his songs.
Oh, right.
She's the lyricist.
Yeah.
Polly.
Polly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's known her for a long time.
She seems nice.
Well, when your wife's writing your lyrics for you, it's going to be a double bonus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unless she wants pain. Could be tricky when it comes to divvying up the royalties.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, we've still got to go.
Go where?
No, this thickness.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, let's end that video. I don't know whether I'll use it or not. I was expecting a few more.
That's almost 3/4 inches thick there.
You've gone. You've left me.
Just telling you.
No, I'm saying I'm going to end this video.
Oh, have you gone yet?
Yeah, because I want to try and be able to edit them a bit quicker.
All right, knob off then.
I thought you got a few more sort of salacious Gilmour tales.
I don't think. I can remember Mick Ralph was down in Hook End once, stopping with him.
Yeah.
From, was it Bad Company? Guitarist
Bad Company, yeah.
He was there stopping down there. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
The lads were real good fun on the quad bike lads. And his personal manager was a nice chap.
What the hell?
I've forgotten his name now.
Yeah.
I think it was him that said I should go on the tour with them.
Oh yeah, it's his idea.
Can't remember his name. Fucking hell, brain's gone addled.
Can't remember his name. Fucking hell.
I know I'm hopeless, aren't I?
Yeah, you're worse than me. That's just nice to see.
Well, yes, I am. I admit it. I really am hopeless at remembering things. See if I can see it.
Well, don't read it out.
I've got a lot of things in this old book.
Won't it be under G?
Sorry?
Won't it be under G?
I don't know with me. You can't rely on anything. I've even got the American Inventors Corporation address
Yeah.
in Massachusetts.
What was that for?
When I was patenting the...
Oh, the answer. Pickup system, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the countries I had to patent it in.
Yeah. But that was a joy, writing that check.
Race Centre, yeah, lovely. Albert Bowker's in here, there's the one who I rented the factory off.
Albert Bowker.
He started out as a window cleaner.
Oh yeah.
Ended up owning half of Hanley with properties, industrial properties.
Yeah.
I've got Pebble Mill in Birmingham.
Wonderful.
BBC Centre in London address. Radio head office for BBC Broadcasting. Big Country, I've got them.
Oh yeah. Betty Ford Clinic. Yeah, none of those numbers will work now.
I know.
Yeah.
Radio Manchester. Cannings.
This is like filming somebody reading the telephone directory.
Is it? I've looked through it for years. Skip Henderson in New York. He used to do a really good podcast thing in them days in the 80s. He used to do a little booklet. He got a music shop.
Yeah.
And he was lovely. He came over a few times, this American lad. Don found him. Don,
Yeah. John from 66.
yeah, from Chatfields. And we used to went. I remember he came to one of the trade shows in London, and we all went out for a Chinese meal one night with him.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, he loved our stuff. Chatfields.
Obviously imported it, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, he took some guitars over there to his shop. David Dyke, Des Parton, Parsons.
Bloody hell.
What am I looking for? Dave Gilmour.
But Des will be pleased to see he's in there.
Yeah, he won't be his number anymore. He keeps changing it anyway.
Yeah, he's a witness protection, isn't he, Des?
Yeah. He's very secretive.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm near G.
I'm going to say we need to offer the viewer a bit more than this.
I didn't really keep very good records, as you can probably tell, and I didn't write things down in the right places. I just opened the thing and just write something down.
Oh yeah,
quick.
yeah. Wasn't your band called Shambles?
It was, yeah. Dave Gilmour. Sunbury on Thames. That was Hook
Sunbury.
Studio. That was his home.
Put your name. Put your.
Dave Gilmour. Hook and.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, look.
Mr. Gilmour. Well, he's
Yeah.
not there anymore, is he?
No.
Monk's Bridge.
Yeah.
It's a nice name for a bridge. Monk's
Gavin
Bridge.
Sutherland. He's not.
Kevin Sutherland.
Gavin.
Oh, Gavin. Yeah.
He lives up in Scotland land now.
Yeah.
Because they are from Scotland land.
Originally, yeah. Well, they moved
Yeah.
down to Stoke when they were probably about 2 or something, didn't they?
Dave Gilmour Music, Portland Road, London.
Oh.
Pete Haycock.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was Climax, wasn't it? Derek Holt from Climax.
Alty, yeah, yeah. Well, we should have probably just. I should have set a camera up just facing you, and you could have just gone through your book and gone, Derek Holt, Arthur Smith.
Yeah, I haven't looked through this book for bloody years.
Well, last time we looked through it, I was with you,
Yeah, that will be the last time.
and I said, "I bet you haven't got Gilmour's number, have you?" And you went, off you went, and went, "Here it is,
Johnny Marr,
Johnny Marr."
full address there.
Yeah,
He told me, he'd give me a load of details on how to get to his house as well. I never went up there.
he's probably moved.
Well, I didn't go up there anyway.
Well, why not?
I can't remember, couldn't be asked, I'm probably too busy.
Man, you can't focus on one person, can you? But I suppose maybe sometimes some of these famous people, they want like you to,
Yeah, they want full attention.
they want 100% of you, don't they, I suppose? But they don't mean it.
Yeah.
But then they're not prepared to pay the £5 a day invoice.
Yeah.
Right, listen, my hand's getting
Okay,
tired
then.
now, so
Okay.
even the book's had enough. It's
Has it had enough of us?
yeah,
Well, it's pretty tedious going through a whole phone book, isn't
pretty tedious. Unless you come across George Benson and Whitney Houston,
it? No, I didn't know
Steve Vai,
Didn't know any of them. Steve Vai, I mean, he had a guitar of mine, but I've never met him.
yeah, Jimi Hendrix, Doobie Brothers.
No.
Steve Vai had a schizo, didn't he?
Schizo, yeah.
Yeah. I bet he's still got that.
I hope so.
So maybe I should.
Nice guitar.
He's quite big on social media actually. I
Yeah.
could probably contact him actually
Yeah.
because he's got hundreds of guitars.
Has he?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a collector.
Absolutely hundreds. Well, he just buys them, then he just doesn't throw them away.
Well, that's the way to do it, really.
In fact, I did see online he was. He's had guitars stolen, and like he had one guitar stolen that he wanted to get back.
Yeah.
I think he was doing a book on his guitars over the years,
Yeah.
and it took him 6 months. He put like the word out on the internet and everything, and eventually he got it back.
Yeah.
You know, it's quite distinctive looking, and some guy said, "Well, I think I've got it." I think he must have probably bought it off him,
Yeah.
and had the guitar back.
I think I've gone through all the things,
Yeah.
empty pages.
You're now venturing into mental illness.
Oh, right.
Just looking at blank pages. Oh,
Alright.
I'll be honest with you, Doug.
I haven't got much else.
Yeah, no, I've had enough.
Oh, Skip Anderson, I've got him again.
Skip
First
Henderson.
time There's nothing else of any interest to the likes of you.
Well, hopefully. Look, I've had enough.
Well, you can fuck off at any given moment.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be kind, would it, to the viewer? Because they might, all of a sudden, you might hit the jackpot on a page turn.
All right. Sedley Francis.
Sedley, yeah, bass player, little guy, yeah.
Yeah. Nice, he was ever such a nice lad. Len Tingle, can you remember Len Tingle?
Len Tingle?
Yeah.
Obviously, that was a stage name. But then again, my mum went out with something called
I've got TVAM numbers as well.
Mr. Tickle.
I don't know why I've got all these phone numbers. Tim Renwick.
Tim Renwick, yeah.
He was lived in Kingston upon Thames.
Yeah.
He was a nice chap, good guitar player.
Yeah. Well,
he was playing with Clapton when I thingy.
Yeah.
And I was down his place. That was about 86, 87.
Yeah.
He was also playing with Pink Floyd.
Yeah, second guitarist, wasn't he?
Yeah. He retired down into Cornwall now. He plays in blues bands, doesn't he? In the pubs.
Yeah, a little pub band, yeah.
Yeah,
seems like a nice guy.
That's about it. I think I've got nothing else to...
Thank God for that.
Got Barry Walker, you won't remember him.
Not Barry.
Barry Walker, Smacky.
Oh, Smacky, he's the bald head, just wear the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Good band, very good cabaret band.
I remember when I was doing like the Clubland thing years ago, they were supposedly on like over £1,000 a night. It was like a trio, wasn't he, with like a drum machine or a duo or something.
Who was?
Smacky.
Smacky, no, they were a 5-6 piece band.
Oh, well, when I saw them, it was just 3-piece with programmed drums.
Programmed drums, that's all. They got a bass player, a guitarist, him on piano. I think they were using obviously a synthesizer on the backing as well.
Maybe I'm mistaken then, eh?
Yeah.
Well, I saw him at
guitarist, Mackenzie. Can't remember his first name. His dad was the manager of the Smacky band.
Oh right, yeah.
He was named Scott Mackenzie.
Scott Mackenzie.
Yeah, like his same name as the If You're Going to San Francisco. That one.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
Can you remember that song? It was the Flower era song.
No, I know the song, but I thought we were talking about the name Mackenzie.
Scott Mackenzie was the man who sang that.
Oh, was he? Okay, sorry.
And so the lad who was playing guitar with was the son of him.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Playing guitar with Smacky, but they always led him to believe that it was his dad that was on the record. He was singing "Flowers in Their Hair" or whatever it was called, and it wasn't.
Well,
just winding him up.
He would have known if it was his dad singing on it, because he would have been brought up in a big house.
Yeah. Well, only one hit record, wasn't it?
There's plenty of millionaires being created from one hit. Doubt it.
Doubt it.
I think we'd both like to have one hit from the 60s.
Well, Desi's had 3, hasn't he?
But he's a multi-millionaire.
He must be.
Anyway, look, I've had enough. You look tired.
Okay, well, you knob off then.
Yeah, what are you going to do now then?
I'm going to do a bit more thickness
Carry on doing
on
that?
this, but it's making a lot of dust, I think. Now.
Yeah.
I'll have to use a cutter. I've got to take quite a lot out of this.
If I was you, I'd take the easiest option. Easiest option, Doug.
Put it up the router.
Yeah, make your life easy for yourself. Yeah, do that.
Do it better to time.
Yeah, I agree. Right then.
Okay.
Oh, listen, I might see you later, I might not. Probably, I don't know if I can be bothered
I'm
to go
not going tonight. I'm going up the sheet anchor. Just have a quiet drink later on. I told Dave last night I'm not going.
Oh, yeah. Why is that then?
Well, I went there a couple of weeks ago and it was empty.
Yeah.
And it was just, I thought, what's the point in hurting my throat for nobody in? Yeah, it just was pointless.
Well, you never know. Sometimes, you know, you can walk into a situation that's dire and it can be the best night you've had for months.
Yeah.
But a bit like last night.
Yeah.
Right then, Doug. I'll see you later.
I didn't think I'd be able to sing last night from all the wood dust yesterday I was creating. And there I was right, I couldn't.
You did okay.
Did alright.
Mind you, hang on. Just realised your language was absolutely disgusting last night.
I never swore.
No, you did, because there's those 3 girls at the front, that Holly and those other 2 girls.
Yeah.
What were you singing?
Green grass.
Caroline, what it's called.
I didn't do Sweet Caroline.
No, you know, what's the other one called? Delilah.
Delilah, yeah.
Yeah, you embellished the lyrics with utter filth.
That's because...
You even used the C-U-N-T word.
I did not.
You did.
I didn't. I used the C-O-C-K word.
Oh yeah, that's right, cock, yeah. Yeah, I did find myself like, looking at you thinking...
Well, a cock is a chickeny thing, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but you were... I think you'd seen some young women in there. Well, they weren't that young, were they?
No.
And you thought the shock and awe kicks in, doesn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
I thought that we can't sing that. I put the knife in my hand, I felt the knife in my hand, and she laughed. No more, can't do that anymore.
Why not?
Well, because the snowflakes have been complaining, haven't they?
So because of...
Said it's offensive having a knife and teaching people to use knives.
So, okay, so you're trying to educate the clientele by replacing the word knife with cock.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know whether you're an absolute idiot or whether you're a complete genius. I think you believe that.
What's that?
That you were doing some good last night.
Well, it's better. It's nicer words, isn't it?
See, knife, cock. I suppose it does flow better, doesn't it?
Yeah, I put my cock in her mouth and she laughed no more. She can't laugh with a cock in her mouth, can she?
Oh dear me. Well, it was nice having a channel while it lasted. Right, Doug. On that note, probably going to say goodbye.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Drop.